and welcome to our next package in the review of the year 2020. And I'm joined by a legendary figure, Jimmy Barry Murphy, a man who's entrenched in Greyhound racing as well as a little bit of GEA over the years. As we're recording this, actually only a couple of days after the All-Ireland Hurling Final, I suppose it'd be remiss of me not to mention it, Jimmy. Limerick are they're an elite outfit.
Yeah, fantastic performance, Ian. I thought it would be a closer game than what it was, but they're a powerful unit, and fantastic teamwork and skill was phenomenal, really. And they really blew Waterford away in the second half. I thought Waterford did well to stay in the first half, but the score probably flattered them a bit at half time, and Limerick really cut loose in the second half. Fantastic performance, and full credit to John Kiley for the team well prepared and to produce a display that in All-Ireland Final day, something to dream about.
Yeah, it was said about Limerick a couple of years back, and it's been said about a number of teams over the years, but they really have the makings of a team that could be there for quite some time.
Yeah, someone said to me in Cork yesterday morning they could do a Kilkenny on it, but I hope not. They look like a very young team, and certainly fantastic skill levels, and great sense of unity about their whole performance and teamwork. And it's great to see players always looking to offload the ball to a player in a better position, and it's just a phenomenal performance, really. And in Cian Lynch, they have a player there who he's like a wizard on the ball. He's capable of doing anything. So things like that, it all came together on the day, and as you said, phenomenal display, and could be done for years to come.
Yeah, indeed. Now back to the Dogs. In years gone by, Paul Hennessy did a Kilkenny on it, but in the last couple of years, it's been Graham Holland and Liam Dowling that are doing a Kilkenny on it, and they certainly did that in 2020. A special year on the track, Jimmy. Obviously, a strange year, and we won't get too much into the pandemic issue, but from performances point of view, we've some really top-class greyhounds in this side of the water.
Oh, phenomenal. And again, it's something we talked about during the year, Ian, the standard of racing in Shelbourne Park in particular, all over the country. But then when the dogs from the provinces go to Shelbourne Park, it's a phenomenal getting together of the cream of racing in the world, I think, really. And, Saturday nights in Shelbourne Park, when all the best dogs come together, as I say in bitches, it's just a phenomenal standard of racing. And to go there, really, you've got to have dogs of the highest caliber, and I think the standard this year was higher than ever, actually. If I was to be honest, I thought the Derby and Oaks were incredible this year, and it just shows what people have got to do to get to that standard. And you give your right arm to have one of those dogs that ran in either the Derby or Oaks finals.
Yeah, not just your right arm, you have to give your wallet and then some, I'd say. Jimmy, we've asked you to line up a couple for us, your highlights of the year. What do you want to start with?
Yeah, well, there was two really stood out for me, and I'm going locally because they're ones that I took great pride in. First of all, it was a bitch that won the Waterford Oaks, the Munster Oaks in Waterford, Risk of Thunder.
For Lorraine Moore and Eddie.
Lorraine Moore and Pat O'Brien, friends of mine. And, it's getting harder and harder, as we alluded to there a while ago, to be at the top table with the top trainers and the money that goes around to buy these dogs. And this was a homebred bitch by Ballymac-esque and Earth, Wind and Fire. And in fairness to them, to go to Waterford, go through the stake unbeaten, and to produce her best performance in the final, and to beat a top-class field, including Fabulous Bell and Droopy's Curio and these bitches. I thought it was a tremendous performance, and a great win for the ordinary owner, trainer, breeder.
Yeah, well, there's nothing too ordinary now about Lorraine and Co. Like, they know how to do one. Droopy's Curio, of course, had broken the track record in the semi-final, so Risk of Thunder really was up against it, but she produced it once again, a fast start up the inside, and really took control into the corner.
Yeah, Ian, and fast starting wouldn't be a forte of hers, I would have thought, but I think that's, a great tribute to Lorraine to get her out in the final and to show the early pace that got her away. And when the other two pitches came at her around the last bench, she kicked on again, and 28-41, I think, if my memory serves me right. Tremendous performance, and again, it's like Limerick in the final. Just to do it on the right day is always a fantastic achievement.
Yeah, well, that's it. You don't have to win the heats. You just have to win the night of final. As it happens, you won the heats and the final, a bit like Limerick. Jimmy, that's your first one. It's a cracking one. I wasn't expecting it. What's your second one?
And the second one, obviously, is a local one, the Laurels Final. I suppose I wouldn't be alone in Cork in taking great pride in the Lenihan family winning the Laurels with running to see you. I've known them all my life, and I've had dogs with them. Nothing of that standard, but a couple of good dogs, and John and Anthony, his father, have been a lifetime in the game, and it was just a culmination of their contribution to the game in Cork, I think. And up to this year, it's amazing. I didn't realise it during the Laurels. John had won the Oaks with Droopy's Twirl, Puppy Derby with Broadford and Bono, plenty other big wins, but he'd never even had a dog in the final, and so it shows how hard it is to get to the final of these classics. And this year, John managed to get two to the final. So It was just a fantastic achievement, and again to get it all right on the night, and we all took great pride locally in seeing him finally win the Laurels. And I suppose for the family, the Lennon family, it was a unique achievement.
Indeed.
And especially, it was a very poignant one this year because you've discussed this in previous programs. We lost Bart Lee, who was an integral part of John's team, and it was very sad. He died at a young age during the summer, and we miss Bart greatly. And on the night was a fantastic tribute by the Rooney family and their syndicate to let Bart's dad collect the trophy on behalf of them.
Yeah, it sure was. From start to finish, Run It to See was a great dog for his connections. But as you say, it was that added poignancy that there was a message to the tale. It gave a real warmth to the occasion.
It did, and Bart, we all knew he's a fantastic character, and walked up many of Johnny's dogs. And although John did make one point, he wasn't a great man to walk up the A5 or A6 dogs in Cork.
He only wanted to walk the best ones.
So he was right to it. That's it. Keep your company in the best. And but he was a fantastic character. As I said, we miss him dearly. But it was a tremendous, tribute to him on the night, and very, very touching for the family, and a great performance by the dog. It's the Laurels is unique in itself. We discussed that during the year as well. It's different than the Derby or the Ledger, and it takes a unique dog to win it. And it was a fantastic final again, and similar to last year, dogs flashing past the line together, and that always adds to the excitement, I think.
Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth. I was going to say, since you started sponsoring this, Jimmy, and a great sponsorship that is, you've had two unbelievable finals. Like for Brodie's Magic to do what he did, to get to the front, Run to See it, to come back at him, it was just an absolutely epic decider.
It was, and in fairness, to Brodie's Magic, he's a superb dog, and I think he did all his running to get to the third bend and take the lead, but it was just from the outside trap. It's so hard in Cork to get there, and the draw in fairness mitigated completely against him, and fell Johnny's way on the night. In fairness,
yeah, and even then, when he got to the front, he still had to hold off the blast off dog. He wasn't finished with.
Yeah, I didn't. It wasn't a dog I thought would come again and get it up in the line, but he showed great courage to do just that, and added to the excitement. And as you said, Ian, the lack of crowds there obviously it takes from it, but doesn't take from the win for John. But hopefully in the next couple of months now we'll all get back to being able to attend racing again. And we missed out on the Derby, the English Derby, and there's fantastic Oaks final as well. So hopefully we'll all be back next year, and people will be in better health, and look forward to a fantastic year's racing again.
Yeah, just before I let you go, you've probably actually answered your own question there, but what are you looking forward to most in 2021, apart from Limerick doing a Kilkenny on it?
Well, looking forward to, getting back racing. We really miss it, and we all do. It's great, when you go to Cork there for the final night, just for the presentation, a few of us were there, and look at the final in Shelbourne Park again, and to see the standard of racing, and it's just a part of our lives. I miss it anyway, and nothing like going to Curry Park on a Saturday night there and watching the racing and taking the racing from Shelbourne Park as well, and dreaming about having a very, very good dog to be able to compete at the highest level again. We all live in hope of those things. Absolutely.
Well, I can promise you one of my great skits of the year is the trip down to Laurels Final night, where I shack up with Tommy, and not with Tommy, I stay down with Tommy and y'all, and we have a few drinks in the night. I missed that this year. Hopefully we'll be doing it again next year.
Yeah, likewise. I miss going to Shelbourne Park for Derby semi-finals or final nights. It's a special night. It often takes in an All-Ireland final or semi-final, and they're special weekends, and we really miss that. But again, the most important thing is people's health, and hopefully we'll all get through it, and look forward to the spring now and summer.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Here, Jimmy. Listen, have a very Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we look forward to either seeing you in Curraheen or when you travel up to Shelbourne Park in the near future.
Many thanks, Ian. Many returns.
Thanks, Jimmy.
And the Greyhounds are now in traps for the final of the Dave Collins Memorial Munster Oaks. In trap 1, Bowshine Bullet, 2, Risk of Thunder, 3, Droopy's Dote, 4, Droopy's Curio, 5, Fabulous Bell, and in trap 6, Slippery Diva. And the racing in the final, but 4 stumbles leaving the traps as 2 goes to the front, Risk of Thunder, 5 in close attendance, Fabulous Bell is a whip around the first bend, 4 at the rear of the field. Heading out off the second bend, it's number 2, Risk of Thunder, 5 looks a danger, Fabulous Bell in second place, 3 is back in third, Droopy's Dote. Heading down to the second last bend, it's 2 in front, 5 comes the challenge now, Fabulous Bell, but 2 fends off that challenge, Risk of Thunder, 4 is coming into, surely can't win from there, as they turn into the home stretch. And 4 and 5 are balked, and 2, Risk of Thunder, 4 just clear on the run to the winning line. A super win there for number 2, Risk of Thunder, in a time of 28:41.
And that's it. The Bella Sounded here is going blast off, firing into Sia, Ballymac Anton, Witches Ethiopia, Droopy's Hamish, and Brodie's Magic. racing, away they go. The draw gets two, quick away, and the inside run into Sia to the first bend from one on the inside, and that's Blast Off Fire as they head down the back straight. Run into Sia, leads it out from one on the inside, and the race is on. 6 is flying, Brody's Magic on the outer. It's 2 from 6. They'll go to the third bend with Run into Sia. The challenge is on from Brody's Magic. He takes the inside track. It's Brody's Magic is just about taking it up. They'll head up for the judge, and Brody's Magic with 2 finishing very quickly. Oh my goodness, it looks to be close on the outside. 2 with 1 and 6, and they finished like trains. They came to Brody's at the finish 28-38, and Run into Sia was certainly not all done in that one. The 9th of the night, the final, it was fabulous, and we'll wait for the judge on the line.